Hey guys, welcome back to Butterfly Box 78. We are going back into our love readings. This love reading is for Scorpio. Scorpio, where thou art there, Scorpio. This reading may or may not resonate. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, this message just may not be for you. Also, cross watchers, welcome. And I went ahead and set my intentions with the Florida water. Let's see what's coming up for you, Scorpio. Give me just a minute. Oh, I already feel the vibration around the heart. And I feel like a pain in my head, the upper part. So this may have to do with third eye or crown chakra, but I think it's more third eye is what I'm getting. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and shuffle the cards. And let's see what we get out of this situation. Scorpio love reading. Please explain to me more. Scorpio and love reading. Scorpio love reading. All right, we're going to do like this. All right, we're going to take that one. Okay, 8 of Staves in reverse. 3 of Swords in the upright. Prince of Cups in the upright. And Wisdom in the reverse. So, what this is saying is there may have been a blockage in communication. Maybe due to information coming in that could be heartbreaking. I'm thinking that with the Prince of Cups, it's like there was an offer that was made, maybe emotionally because you are not. So you or somebody blocked you. And this may have hurt your feelings. This could have left you heartbroken. Scorpio, either there's an offer coming in or you're extending an offer. But I would say that you're not using this. This isn't wise. And I understand that you're trying to achieve a happy home, but it's like making a blind decision without understanding why you're making that decision. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like making a decision hasty, like a hasty decision when it's in the reverse. What you really actually need to do is focus on your coin, not just that, but also the other options that are available to you because of this blockage going on. Either you blocked somebody or somebody blocked you, but whichever way it goes, there's an offer that's coming in. So this could be a new offer, or I really think this is more like an apology type of thing. Either you are, Luke, close your door. Either you are apologizing or somebody else is apologizing in order to alleviate this situation. The problem is that the foundation of this is not on solid ground. Henceforth, why there will not be a new beginning or a new partnership because you are not following your dreams. You're going to have to acquire some strength in order to get yourself out of this very restricted 8 of Swords in reverse situation and oppression, which could lead to a depression. And then the inability to walk away, even though the ultimate goal was the 10 of Cups. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get some clarification. Normally I don't clarify uprights, but we are going to clarify both of the uprights, because we're trying to figure out a little bit more to this story and what's going on. Why was there, what is the blocking the communication? You know, what did you do, or what did your partner do? What's interesting is, as I separated it, we've got the 8 of Wands in reverse and the Devil in the upright. So it may be a situation that you had been binded to, but this person chose to cut it off. And sometimes, you know, when people cut things off, or you cut things off with relationships or people, is because either you've had enough or they've had enough, and it's just time for something has to break. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it closes out the energy. It just means that you have to go off by yourself and figure this out. There could be a child involved, but I don't know. I'm not really getting child vibes. I am a little bit focused on what this offer is about, because I really think it has to do with, like, this person expressing their emotions about this heartbreak that they suffered. I don't feel like it's necessarily an offer to something new. It's more like, or it could be an offer to something new, but what this is saying to me more is, I need for you to hear me out, because this hurt my heart. And you're blocking, you're blocking me, you know. So let's go ahead and let's clarify the 8 of Staves. We'll take this one. 7 of Cups. So either the reason that you got blocked was because this person, let me turn on my music, I'm sorry. This person may have other options, or because the communication is blocked, you may need to listen to spirit to hear the messages that, I'm sorry guys, to hear the messages that are actually coming in. This is spirit telling us that there are things that you can do in order to move past this energy, but you have to put your ear to the ground and listen to all the things that spirit is trying to tell you. That's how to turn this energy into the upright. I know that I was really long-winded with that. Sorry, guys. 3 of Swords. Please clarify, what is this heartbreak about? What is going on with this 3 of Swords? What's happening? 7 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So, I'm sorry, 7 of Wands in the reverse. So, normally in the upright, this actually means that, yeah, this is spiritually imbalanced. So this heartbreak was due to spiritually there being an imbalance. And this is, whatever the situation was, I think if you are currently in it, it may be weakening you. You may be feeling like you want to quit. It can be addictive. It can be depressive. There could be nightmares behind this. That's why it's so important, because don't look at it. If you have been blocked by somebody, don't look at this situation as a rejection. Look at this situation as a way for you to come forward, to listen to what spirit is telling you. There's an imbalance here. God is telling you something, but you're too caught up in your own feelings and emotions, which is, kind of not where it needs to be. So let's go ahead and clarify the 7 of Wands in reverse to figure out how to turn the energy into the upright. I need for you to quit coming in and out. Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm trying to do these readings, and when I say something to you, they hear that, and it disrupts what I'm doing.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyway, you can take that in your room. being locked in our house due to this coronavirus. Man, this will make anybody go depressed. But let's see here. 7 of Wands. Let's figure out how to turn the energy right. What lessons, or please just tell us more about this 7 of Wands. What do we have to do? What is this? The Empress. So, in order to turn the energy back correctly, you have to put this in your heart. You have to be this energy of the Empress. Even if you're a man, you have to be this energy. You know, whoever you blocked or whoever's blocking you, whether you have options to move on with somebody else or not, this actually has to come from the heart. So before you make an offer to anybody or somebody makes an offer to you, this has to come from the heart. It's very important because the Empress is really the highest that you can go besides an emperor. And in order to even listen to Spirit, what Spirit has to say, you have to have an open heart. And it shows where the Empress is in the upright. This is telling me that your heart is in the right place, but within Spirit, you know, there's an imbalance. So in order to turn it back right spiritually, in your heart, you're going to have to, you know, basically ask God, you know, basically what to do. But that's why I'm here. This is how we turn the energy back right. So let's get a little bit more. What is the Prince of Cups about? Please explain to us more about the... Ooh, there it goes. Prince of Cups. Let's see here. Justice. So this is all about balance, communication. And the overall energy being 2 of Swords in the reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse, King of Wands in the upright, Hierophant in reverse. There's a lot to this story. And I think that's because there are different things that are going on. Maybe whoever it was, Scorpio, that you blocked them because you knew that you had other options. However, how you were approaching the new option due to the heartbreak set things, I don't want to say into a tailspin, but kind of into a tailspin, but not too much, because there wasn't a lot of lessons that you had to learn, maybe because this was something that was being done to you. But regardless, it's not like, I don't feel like this energy wasn't binding. So no matter what happened, it was actually for the good. Spiritually, though, we need to come back round right, and that's going to be done through your heart. However, if there is an offer that is coming in from somebody else, from one of the many options that you have, you know, just make sure that there is a balance and that you're being straight to the point and not in communicating effectively, because this did come in the upright. So, you know, this offer that is coming in emotionally, it's a small offer of emotion, but it is not a bad one. I do believe that this person is balanced. I do believe that the person that's coming in will be coming towards you in the right way. You just have to be, your heart has to be open enough to be able to receive what it is that they're communicating. And it, like I said, it could be an apology, you know, so, you know, we'll just have to see. But there's also the 2 of Swords in reverse. So with the 2 of Swords being in reverse, this is kind of indicating to me that you are having maybe trouble making a decision about something. This is like, this is not only making a blind decision, but this is like not making a decision coming from the right way. And I think that that's why Wisdom is in reverse, because I think that the fantasy is the ultimate goal is the Six of Cups, which is a happy home. But because you didn't use the wisdom in making the decision, you got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So this is kind of like lies and deception. If she was in the upright, this would tell us that, you know, because she's a very factual queen. She's very rational, logical. She's calculated. So this energy, because it's in the reverse, this could be you or them. There is some type of deceit that's going on. However, the King of Wands is in the upright. So whoever is presenting themselves, even spiritually, they're coming forward. This could be you or their energy. And I believe it has to do with this offer. They're coming correctly. Or you could be looking at the situation correctly, whichever way. It could go either way. I'm getting both. Like I'm getting both. It doesn't matter, man or woman. It could be vice versa. So if you're a cross watcher and you're watching this and this resonates with you and you're dealing with a Scorpio, then know that this message is for you. Also with the Hierophant in reverse, you know, again, this is not listening to intuition. This is not coming forward in the right way. Ace of Wands in reverse, so no new beginning. Eight of Cups in reverse, inability to walk away. So I think what the story is telling us is that even though there's an offer to be made, it's going to require also some heavy healing, because either on your part or the person that's coming towards you, or even if it's an apology, there's a lot of healing that has to be done. There's a lot of disruption, a lot of people or a lot of things that may be being thrown about, or the words that are being communicated, like he should, you know, you did this, you did this, you know, and it's trying to, you know, they're trying to come in with an apology, but what's being communicated is just kind of like, it's kind of a defensive thing. You know, in this particular card, she's a very defensive. She's just like, she's, you know, she's cool with fighting. She don't care. She's ready to get down. And with the Queen of Cups in the upright, Queen of Coins in the upright, this is more just focusing, you know, on stability of finances in the home. So maybe that's what you need to focus on mostly, Scorpio. And the Two of Cups in reverse, so there's not going to be a partnership. Five of Coins in the upright, saying that you're going to be walking away. See, so it's something having to do with a heartbreak and an apology, or somebody new coming in, and it's just happening maybe a little bit too fast. I'm kind of getting a lot of stories as far as the energy goes. I'm picking up on a lot of different things. But let's go ahead and keep moving. We're going to go to the Love Tarot. The Sexual Tarot. It's a little bit more in depth, and I can understand the story a little bit better. We're going to clarify with that. Let's see here. Scorpio, love. Please tell me more about the Scorpio in love, or with love. Scorpio, love. Please explain to me more about Scorpio's love life. I don't understand. Please explain to me more. Please explain to me more about Scorpio in love. Temperance. So it's like there's something that something like you're cooking up. Like you're doing like some alchemy. You are disillusion or illusion. And the Devil with the Nine of Chalices is the overall energy. Alright, so there's a couple of different things that are going on here, Scorpio. What this reading is saying to me is there's kind of kind of some foolery. Not kind of, there is. You could be dealing with a Pisces, and sometimes Pisces, oh gosh, that's what everybody says when they hear Pisces. They're like, oh gosh, poor Pisces. What this is saying is that while you're, mixing your potion of love, there is a disillusionment. There's some delusion about the situation that you may be in. So certain things are coming to light. That's the moon also represents things that are in the shadow. These things that are in the shadow are coming to light. So it could have been a situation. If you are dealing with a Pisces, I would not doubt if you found out about a third party situation like you were involved in, you didn't know it, if they were coming back with an apology or an offer, because even though spiritually this wasn't necessarily set in the right way, you are actually, they view you as the Empress, which is of love and the highest love, but certain things are coming to light because it was an illusion, like false hope. That's the word that I'm getting, false hope. Also with the Devil coming out, I just feel like for them, the person that's coming with this offer that has an apology, it's very interesting. It could be Capricorn also that you're dealing with, because we've got 3 major arcanas going on here, which is a pretty big deal. And you've got 2 major arcanas below. This is kind of saying that actually they may be binded to you, Devil in reverse. In the upright, it means binding, but in the reverse, kind of means the same thing, but I think in a different direction. They may be more attached to you than you are to them, hence why there is a lack of communication, or you could have had choices, Scorpio, and you may have broke their heart. They want to be able to be with you, but you're not interested in that, but somehow they're bound to you, okay? And then with the overall energy being the 9 of chalices, this is just like a really good heart-to-heart with somebody, a good talk, wish fulfillment. This is you and this person, coming together, both of you, trying to figure out a way to really make this happen, along with the Knight of Wands. And of course, that's just pure ecstasy and lots of lovey lust and greatness. And then also the Ace of Wands, again, burning passion with the statues of the 2 people in there. Is a burning love. So, also with the 4 of Swords in here, this is this is saying that this person, whatever this third party is, it's not coming forward in the right way. It's so weird. I don't even want to go too far into it, because I don't know. I shouldn't say weird. It's just, there's some toxicity, I would say, within this situation that you're in. So whether it's you or them, it doesn't matter, because it's toxic. It just is. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna do the Path of Wisdom. Let's see what the Path of Wisdom is telling us. I think that's really important, that we figure out the best way for you to handle this situation. What is God telling us? Please explain to us the Path of Wisdom. Please explain to us the Path of Wisdom. Please explain to us the Path of Wisdom. All right. All right. this one, chaos in reverse. So yes, this is like you brought yourself, like you were brought into a situation that was chaotic, and now you're having to find your way out. Maybe it has to do with this offer, because this person, I don't think this person is really willing to let you go. They're in a disillusion about you, or you could be in an illusion about them. But whichever way it goes, all this stuff is going to come to light. Also, we have the Two of Fire, I'm sorry, which means that you're going to have to find it within yourself to rise above this situation. There is probably going to be a union, but the sun needs to be able to shine within you in order for you to be able to find yourself out of this chaotic situation. And then transformation in the reverse. So the path of wisdom is telling us is that this is like the death card. This is saying that, you know, something's going to have to end and a new beginning will start, whether it's within yourself, or within this situation. You know, you may be deading a situation and beginning a new one, but in order for there to be anything, you're going to have to transform from that. You're going to, yep. We got Hermit in the reverse. So where Hermit would be in the upright, the path of wisdom overall energy is telling us Hermit in the reverse, which means that you may have to, where in the upright it would mean introspection, in the reverse it would mean retrospection. This means that you really need, this is where this comes in. This is where this comes in. You got it in the upright immediately. So this is Spirit telling us that you really need to put your ear to the ground to listen to what the best choice for you, because we want to turn especially this energy, this Two of Swords in reverse, into the upright. And so some of the decisions that like I stated, were being made were not made very wisely. You just need to this is a great time to be still. Not to be too much in your head, but to really get with God and be still so you can understand what it is that He is saying or even projecting to you. You know, it's just keeping it real as far as relationships are concerned. And honestly, Scorpio, I'm not even going to lie to you, because this is so hard to kind of read. I will say that because I'm an air sign, so for me, I would have to walk away from all of this. There would be no way I would even want to touch any of this. I would just be like, everything and everybody except for myself. I would have to go inward, and really be the Hermit in the upright. And I don't even know if I probably wouldn't even let any of whoever knows that I need to come out. I'd want to be like, I would want to push a button and do reset, because this is kind of chaotic. Wow. And it's saying, I don't know, you know what? We're going to say, what's on the bottom? Okay. We're going to go with this. But before I give you these messages, we're going to go inside, because I feel like that's what's best. I think you're very emotionally attached, so it's not so hard for you. But for an Aquarius, we're not emotionally detached, but where we're looking at it from the outside, It's sometimes hard for us to understand. And you may already be doing the work that's necessary in order to resolve a lot of this that's going on. So let's see here. There is a special message. What is the advice on the inside? Inspiration. So that's very interesting, because when it comes to relationships, you need to think about what inspires you. With the bumblebees there, this is saying that it takes work. It takes work. You have to they're coming to pollinate the flowers, which is very interesting. So it's almost like the inner message is saying that in order for a relationship that you want to be in to be right, you need to focus on growing those flowers within. You need to find some inspiration, things that inspire you, or couples that inspire you. Couples, just relationships, or just an idea of a relationship that you know that you can handle. For some reason, I feel like that you've taken on a little bit more than you can handle, which is where the frustration and the anger could come in, because it's like you've taken on too much. Let's get another message. Diving for light. Yeah, so this is all about you going within, deep within, to find what it is that actually moves you. Just because there's an offer, an apology, doesn't mean that you have to go into the relationship. It just means that you have to find out whether or not there is any glimmer of hope to even move on with the situation, or if somebody's offering something, or if you're offering something, if you go, is there light by diving deep within? Yeah, of course. Duh. And then, the last one is big, bold vision. All right. So to me, this is just telling us that, really at the end of all this, along with the bumblebees, again, this is an ongoing thing, is the bumblebees. They're, the bumblebees create the honey. You have the honey that is desired. You know what I'm saying? Sexually, we know Scorpios are the bomb when it comes to sex. So, that would be a big thing. Big, bold vision. That makes sense. There's a bigger, you got to understand what the bigger picture is about, And I think that you do know that. And what the overall energy, what you want you. So whatever it is that you're aspiring towards, Scorpio, it will come to you. And it says go with the flow, which was the wisdom, and the energy underneath was follow your intuition. So again, maybe that's why there is a lack of wisdom, because you're not listening to what your intuition is telling you, which wouldn't surprise me much. Let's see, let's go straight into the angel cards. What are the angels telling us? Please let us know. Release. So maybe there is a lot of negativity that you need to release. And to me, that goes along with the Hermit. That goes along with the Hermit is where it's in the reverse. It may be because it's in the reverse. I told you, instead of looking introspectively, look at it retrospectively. But it's time for you to release, whatever it could be holding you back. You know, if this is an old situation that you've dealt with, then maybe it's just time to let go. You know, maybe there's nothing, you know, really when you think about it, where is the foundation lie, and is it worth holding on to? And you know, with the owl and the wisdom being in reverse, and you having to make a decision, you know, blindly, this is all about you following your intuition. We also got in the angel cards, God's hand. So this is God putting his hand in it. That's very interesting because you've got two cards that actually represent, one in the upright and one in the reverse. This is something that you really need to let God, to give it to God, and let him handle. Also, Spirit is saying to us, Spirit is here, and it's, you know, very present in this reading. Part of your intuition is your spirit and what God is telling you, which is release. The overall energy is therapy. All right, so you may need to seek some personal therapy, Scorpio. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's so crazy that we refer to therapy as being such a terrible thing, like mentally you cannot take it, but it's not even that. It's so unfortunate. I feel like that should be included, period. That number one, there should be more counselors and more therapists, and that it should be required. You know, people are dealing with so many things. There's so much energy, and if they only had a place to release it, and maybe that's why you got the therapy, because you need a place to release it. Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Good luck, Scorpio. I hope that I know that everything will work out for you. You're a Scorpio, so your bounce back game, pretty good. All right. Well, you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I love you guys. Bye-bye.